Welcome to our final webinar for this year's STEM Swivl project. Jeanette and Darren here. We're thankful that you have spent time with us this year, and more importantly, time with your team in your school, doing some self-reflection and peer coaching and talking with each other about your practice. Our plan today is to spend some time introducing the Utah Digital Badging platform, and that will be the way that you will earn credit for the work that you've done with us, and Darren will explain all of that during the course of the webinar and how you upload evidence and reflection in order to earn a badge. We will be talking through that process, but we want to take just a minute and talk about reflection. At the beginning of the first webinar, we talked about the importance of reflection, and I think I mentioned as a piano student how it's important that you listen to yourself play, record it so that you can see progress, and that was kind of a way that we entered into our discussion about using video as a way to reflect on our practice. I've always liked this picture. It's called Triple Self-Portrait by Norman Rockwell, and I love how he's examining himself there in the mirror in order to draw the portrait of himself, and of course the whole thing is a portrait that Norman Rockwell drew. But we hope that this year you've had some good experience reflecting as you recorded yourself, watched the recording, watched others on your school team record, and also as you spent time talking about it. We know that this is an invaluable way to improve ourselves as presenters and as teachers. Darren and I in our department, we're committed to doing the same kinds of reflection in our own work, and we find that it's both uncomfortable and really valuable.
So the assignment for May is to earn the Swivl badge in the Utah Digital Badges system. Utah Digital Badges is the state's new platform for recognizing and rewarding the professional learning that teachers do. So to introduce the system to you, we're going to show you a short little video. Utah Digital Badges, or U-Badge, is a new way to recognize Utah educators' professional learning. U-Badges acknowledge and reward all the types of professional learning that educators do, both formal traditional courses and independent self-directed learning.
I'm Kim Irvine from Weber School District, and I'm really excited about digital badging. Let me tell you why. Digital badging honors everything that we understand about pedagogy. Teachers get to choose what they're passionate about. You're probably doing a lot of work right now that you're not getting any credit for, and digital badging pulls that out so that you get credit for what you're doing.
Digital badges, also known as micro-credentials, represent instructional skills, concepts, or tools. A digital badge is proof that the badge earner has demonstrated effective and consistent use of the target skill, concept, or instructional tool as a part of practice.
As a teacher, we're always trying to master our craft and to learn as much as possible. I think this is a great tool and a great avenue to do that.
Any educator in Utah's K-12 public education system can earn U-Badges. This includes educators in both district schools and charters. Badges can be earned by educators in a range of roles, including classroom teachers, instructional coaches, counselors, and administrators.
I think what excites me most about the badging is that it's personalized. I get to select the topics that are of interest to me and learn about them in a way that fits my style.
Digital badges give you two things: bragging rights and USBE credits. You'll want to post your badges for others to see on your webpage and social media. You'll also want to include your digital badges on your resume so potential employers can see your skill set. All U-Badges are worth either a quarter USBE credit or a half USBE credit.
I've been using the digital badging in the Microsoft Educator community, and I've been in a heated competition with one of my colleagues to see who can get the most badges. I'm excited to do that with these digital badges that are coming to Utah. Check it out.
So I'm going to pause the video right there and just recap a bit. Earning Utah Digital Badges will give you not only the badge itself, which you can put on your website or your email signature, or you could even print out and put up on your wall somewhere, but Utah Digital Badges also give you USBE credit, which you can use to do a lane change or a salary change, or for relicensure points. So I want to take a minute and just walk you through the process of earning a badge in MIDAS. So here's the MIDAS login screen. I'm going to log in very quickly. So you're familiar with this screen that you see when you first log in. To go to earn a badge, I'm going to hit this Badges tab right here. And when I hit that tab, it takes me to the catalog of all the digital badges that are available. So digital badges are organized into what we call stacks. A stack of badges is a set of badges that all relate in some way. So for example, you can see this tag up here that says disciplinary literacy. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 badges in the disciplinary literacy stack. There are 2 badges in the engineering by design stack. You can see one is engineering is elementary and one is project lead the way. There are currently 6 badges in the feedback stack. And all the work that we've been doing this year around feedback, I'm going to bet that many of you could go in right now and earn most, if not all, of these feedback badges. You can see that we have student-to-student feedback, student-to-teacher feedback, teacher-to-student feedback. But the assignment for this month is to actually earn the Swivl badge. And it is, just alphabetically, down here at the bottom of the catalog, and this stack called Video for Deliberate Practice. This is the Swivl badge, called Swivl for Professional Learning. And I'm going to click this Learn More tab. When I click Learn More, it takes me to the Swivl page, or sorry, the Swivl badge page, where you can see a quick little description. You'll see that this badge is worth a quarter USBE credit. You can see that there's a fee, which we'll talk about more in a minute. Clarifications, important terms, which you're already familiar with, what a swivel is and what a marker is. A couple of background scenarios for what using a swivel might look like for self-reflection or for collaboration with a team. And then we come to these evidence options here. In order to earn this badge, you have 2 options. You can submit as evidence that you use the swivel effectively and consistently. You can submit an actual video that you shared with your team and that you used to self-reflect. Or you can submit a testimonial, which is a written or video recorded testimonial from someone on your team describing the way that you worked with your team to collaborate and self-reflect. You can submit one or the other. For most of you, the easiest option will be to just submit one of the videos that you recorded and shared with your team through MIDAS. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. You can see down here the review criteria that we'll use to review your evidence. So we're looking to show that your video demonstrates that you use the swivel to reflect on your own practice and that you use the swivel with your colleagues for feedback. So part 1 of earning a badge is submitting evidence that you use that skill or tool or practice. Part 2 of earning a badge is submitting a reflection. There are 3 reflection prompts here. The first asks you how watching yourself using the swivel has helped you to strengthen your practice and give an example. The second prompt asks you how getting feedback from a colleague who's seen one of your videos has helped to strengthen your practice. And the third prompt asks you to describe how viewing your teammates' videos has helped to strengthen your practice. And again, here's the review criteria that we're looking for in those reflection prompts. Every badge includes some resources. So we've got here the webinars that you've been watching and other Swivl resources for people who may want to earn this badge but aren't quite familiar with how to use the Swivl tool. So that's a little overview of earning the Swivl badge. So in order to start working on the badge, I'm going to hit this button that says Earn This Badge. And it says View Badge on Portal page. Because the badge now goes into my portal. And you recognize this because you've been coming here and using this video tab on the portal page. But this badges tab is where all of your badges live, more or less. So you can see that here on this page, here's a badge that I've earned on student-to-teacher feedback. Here's a badge that I've submitted for review, writing across the curriculum. Here's a badge that I'm working on, a few more that I'm working on and are in review. And down here at the bottom, here's the badge, here's the Swivl badge that I just started working on. Okay? At this point, I can start submitting evidence and submitting reflections. But I'm going to pause for a minute. And you'll probably want to pause the video here at this point and make sure that everyone on your team knows how to navigate to the catalog and find the Swivl badge, and then knows how to hit Earn This Badge, so that the Swivl badge now lives here on the badge page in your portal. So take a minute and make sure everyone can do this. Okay, so let's move on. So my first step in earning the badge is to submit evidence that I use the Swivl. So I'm going to use this orange Submit Evidence button right here. So I click that button, and again, I see my two evidence options. Remember, I need to choose one of these. I can either upload video that I've recorded of my practice that I then shared with my team and got feedback on, or I can ask one of my colleagues, someone on my team, to either write up or video record a testimonial just saying, yes, Darren is on my team, he and I shared video with each other, and here's what I learned from Darren, and here's something that he learned from me, and here's why it was beneficial for both of us. Okay, for me, the easiest option is going to be to just upload one of those videos that I already recorded and that I already shared with my team. So, in order to do that, I'm going to hit Add Evidence. I'm then going to select whether I'm uploading a video or a testimonial. I'm going to go with the video. And I have to choose Format. I'm going to upload a file. I'm going to upload the video file. And then I need to do a quick little description. I'm just going to type, here's a video that I recorded and shared with my team. Then I click Choose a File. And from this point, it's just like uploading videos to share with your team. Only in this case, you're just uploading the video to earn the badge. So I choose the file. I believe it's here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It is here under video. There's my video. I can see it uploading, and there it is. If I want to make sure that it worked, I can click there on that link, and it will play the video. But everything looks good to me, so I'm going to click Add. And you can now see that my video's there. I can click there if I want to view the video again. If I want to delete it, it's right there. All right, click that X and I can delete it. At this point, my video is uploaded, and I'm done with this part. So I'm going to click Go Back. So again, I want to pause for a second and just take a moment, talk through this process with your team, and make sure that everyone understands how to submit evidence. Okay, so step number one was submitting evidence. Step number two is submitting a reflection. Okay, so in order to earn a badge, you have to submit evidence that you use that tool or that skill, and then we also ask you to reflect on it, because learning without reflecting is like eating without digesting. If they don't go together, you don't benefit from them. So to submit my reflection, I click this blue button, and here are those 3 prompts that we saw earlier. The first prompt asks me how using the Swivl to video myself helped me to strengthen my practice, and asked me to give an example of that. Second prompt asked me to explain how, when I shared my video with a colleague, how their video helped me. And the third reflection prompt asks me to describe how watching my other teammates' videos helped me to learn about my own practice. So I'm going to work on the first one here. I click Add Reflection, and I have an option now. I can either choose free text response, where I just type my answer right in, or I can click File Upload, and I can upload either a Word document that I've created ahead of time with my answer to that prompt, or if I really wanted to, I could video record myself just speaking and answering that prompt. I can do either one of those, but I'm actually just going to do free text response. And when I click that, here's where I can type my response. So using the Swivl helped me to, and I would go on from there. And once I've typed that out, I hit Add, and there's my reflection. If I want to go back and change or update anything, I can hit Edit Reflection. And then I can do the same thing with prompt number 2 and prompt number 3. Remember, you can type your response to each of those prompts right there, or you can write them ahead of time in a Word document and upload the Word document, or if you wanted to, you could record yourself responding to the prompt and upload that. Once I've responded to all 3, I'm done with this step, and I hit Go Back. So again, I want to pause for a second and give you time to pause the video and talk with your team about this process of submitting your reflection to earn the badge. Okay, there's one last step to earning a digital badge, and that's to submit the badge for review. When I hit this green button, it's going to send your evidence and your reflection to us for us to make sure that it meets the criteria, that your evidence shows that you actually use the Swivl for reflection and to share with your team, and we'll look at your reflection to see what you learned from it. And once we've seen that, we'll pass off your badge, and you will earn that badge and earn the quarter USB credit that goes along with it. However, when you hit the Submit Badge for Review button, you're going to see that there's a $20 charge, and that charge goes to pay for the administration and upkeep of the Utah Digital Badges system. We are going to reimburse that $20 to you when you get your last quarter stipend. So if typically you get the $150 quarterly stipend, you'll get $170 with that added $20 to reimburse you for the badge review fee. If you're a team leader and you typically get the $200 stipend each quarter, that one that shows up in June will be $220 with that added $20 to reimburse you for the badge review fee. And to pay that badge review fee, it's just like buying something on Amazon. You use your card, and it's pretty slick. So I'm going to pause here for a second and give you time to talk through that process. So that's all there is to it. Once you submit your badge for review, you will get within about a week a message from MIDAS letting you know that either A, your badge has been approved, hooray, or B, you forgot to include something like maybe you forgot to include a response to a reflection prompt and an invitation to resubmit. Once your badge is reviewed, it'll show up here in color, and you'll have that green banner across it that says earned. And at that point, your credit for the badge will show up on your transcript, which you can use for salary change or for licensure. And you can then take that badge and put it on your teacher webpage. You can put it on your LinkedIn account, on your Facebook account, wherever you want to display it. And I just want to reiterate and go back to the badge catalog here and note that even though this isn't required for the project, all of the work that you've been doing on feedback over the course of this year should make it super easy for you all to go and earn at the very least the student-to-student feedback badge, the student-to-teacher feedback badge, and the teacher-to-student feedback badge. It should make it pretty easy to do these other badges around creating a culture of feedback, digital tools for feedback, and student-to-self feedback. But those aren't required. The assignment for this month, again, is to earn just the Swivl badge by the end of May. And remember, that includes uploading your evidence, and sorry, that shouldn't say or, that should say and, uploading your reflection, and then submitting it for review. So your stipend for this last quarter of the school year will be based on participating here in the webinar and digital badges, and then submitting your badge, earning your badge by the end of May. If I were you, I would not wait until the last minute at the end of May to start working on earning this badge, because remember, all of the stuff that happens at the end of the school year might make things a little bit distracting if you're trying to earn the badge too. So since you've already done all the work, you've already recorded the video, and it's just those short reflection pieces, I would start working on the badge right away and get it out of your way so that we can send you the stipend and that reimbursement for earning the badge. So with that, we're going to thank you for not only your participation in this webinar, but also your work and dedication throughout the school year in focusing on feedback and learning how to use the Swivl cam to build and strengthen your practice. If you have any questions or concerns about the process of earning a badge or anything else like that, please do not hesitate to reach out to either me or Jeanette. So with that, we're going to thank you again, wish you the best here at the end of the school year, and sign off. Thank you.